Nah, ini adalah sesuatu hal apakah memang betul-betul masuk akal atau tidak, guys? Hal yang begitu mereka cari selama ini, ya sesuatu hal yang besar yang ada di negara Malaysia dan itu tidak mereka jumpai di negara semua orang Islam ya. Semua orang Islam itu satu visi dengan apa yang dilakukan oleh Malaysia, yaitu adalah Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Bertemu lagi bersama Indra SFN di sini. Halo guys, selalu saya menyapa Anda semua di sana, terkhusus di bulan suci Ramadan ini. Semoga kita semuanya dalam keadaan baik-baik saja. Amal ibadah kita, puasa kita di bulan suci Ramadan ini diberikan kemudahan dan kelancaran oleh Tuhan yang Maha Kuasa. Amin amin ya robbal alamin. Baik guys, seperti biasa saya akan memberikan satu informasi lagi kepada teman-teman semua. Kita akan mereaksi video tersebut ya. Kali ini ada video yang tidak kalah menarik daripada video-video lainnya. Baik, di sini diceritakan kisah tentang pasangan asing ya. Kali ini pasangan ini beragama Islam, berasal dari Kanada. Nah, jadi dia betul-betul mantap untuk meninggalkan negaranya dan ingin mencari negara Muslim ya guys ya, untuk sebagai tempat mereka menetap. Pertama mereka sudah masuk ke Turki, namun katanya di sini ada sedikit kendala, yaitu adalah komunikasi yang sangat sulit mereka jalin di Turki, lalu dia pindah ke negara Malaysia guys. Nah, di Malaysia ternyata banyak hal yang dia temui, hal yang mengejutkan, yang mengagetkan, bahwa di Asia ini betul-betul membuat turis-turis asing ini begitu banyak ya kejutan-kejutan yang mereka rasakan. Salah satunya adalah hal yang membuat mereka kaget itu terkait tentang ketegasan pemerintah atau pihak kerajaan Malaysia untuk bagaimana membela Palestina dan memboikot produk-produk asal Israel. Nah, ini adalah satu ketegasan yang membuat mereka takjub. Nah, di sini ada beberapa hal-hal yang mengejutkan, yang mengagetkan mereka, sehingga kini mereka sudah mantap memilih negara Malaysia untuk mereka menetap di sana, dan sudah mantap meninggalkan negara Kanada dan masuk ke negara Malaysia melanjutkan hidup. Nah, di sini kita akan melihat faktor apa saja yang mendukung kuat hati mereka untuk segera menetap atau mengambil keputusan untuk menetap ke negara Malaysia. Apa-apa saja itu. Baik, sebelum kita mereaksi videonya guys ya, alangkah baiknya bagi Anda yang belum support, silahkan kalian dukung dulu channel ini dengan mengklik tombol subscribe dan aktifkan notifikasi bell agar tidak ketinggalan update video terbaru dari channel ini. Dan tanpa banyak basa-basi, langsung saja kita mereaksi video itu. Jom.
Welcome everybody, welcome back to the channel.
To the channel?
To our channel.
To our channel?
Our channel, the channel.
Yeah, so I think it's been a while since we sat down and did a video. We've mostly just been like doing vlogs, but I'm sure you guys are really interested as to what's going on with our life.
Yeah, so here we are, sitting in beautiful Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur to be specific, and we thought we would kind of give you guys a reason why we believe that leaving Canada is definitely the right choice.
Yeah, I think the number one thing that we can agree on is the weather.
I will never ever disagree with that.
Yeah, so the weather has been incredible. It's the same year-round. Suhoor, iftar time is the same year-round.
Pretty much, yeah. They're very small variants. I know in Canada, sometimes you've got like 6 hours difference between summer and winter with the sun setting, sun rising, so it becomes a little bit more difficult.
Ramadan is really hard in Canada, especially in the summertime when the hours are really long.
Yeah.
It's like breezy. It doesn't feel like super hot. It's perfect.
One thing that I love about KL in particular is that it can be super hot and sunny, and then the rain will come in and cool everything off, and then it'll get humid.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cloud cover throughout the day because you are in the rainforest essentially, so you do get breaks. It's not like in Dubai where it's like heat all the time and you can't get away from it.
You feel like
going inside.
You feel like you're being cooked in Dubai. I don't feel like that here. I just feel like it's a consistent. It's kind of like a sauna.
I don't know.
Well, he did get a sunburn. Let's talk about the sunburn.
Talk about getting cooked. Yeah, definitely.
His skin was literally peeling.
Yeah.
Number two is the acceptance of all people. Like, we've come here and we've noticed how multicultural it is.
We had a good idea of that last time when we came. Yeah. But yeah, being able to see people of different religions, different cultures, all assimilating into the overwhelmingly predominantly Muslim population.
Yeah, not just that, but everyone speaks English. Like even when we've gone to like the village areas, you might find some people that have a hard time speaking it, but you can absolutely get by. Everybody speaks English. Every where you go, there's signs in English. Like there's no like language barrier here that we found, and it's fantastic. It makes us feel like at home.
Unlike when we were in Turkey last week in Ankara, like nobody speaks English.
And not just
Wait,
that, but like
guys,
no
kita tunggu di
signs
sini,
are
kita
in
pause.
English.
No signs are.
Dan ternyata hal ini juga yang membuat mereka mantap untuk meninggalkan negara Kanada, dan begitu mereka sudah meresmikan untuk menetap di negara Malaysia, guys. Yang pertama itu mereka katakan adalah faktornya cuaca. Nah, cuaca rupanya ini sangat mempengaruhi ya guys ya, bahwa Ramadan itu sangat panjang apabila musim panas dan musim dingin, atau juga musim panas saja guys ya di Malaysia itu, maka pengaruh jamnya akan sangat panjang di bulan Ramadan di masa itu guys ya. Dan yang kedua adalah bahasa. Nah, ini mereka sangat kesulitan untuk berkomunikasi ketika mereka masuk ke Turki ya guys ya. Karena Turki itu rupanya saya juga baru tahu guys. Saya baru tahu hal ini, bahwa Turki kebanyakan mereka menggunakan bahasa Turki ya, dan mereka sangat jarang yang menguasai bahasa Inggris ya, seperti itu. Dan ini yang dikatakan oleh pasangan asal Kanada ini guys. Oke, kita lanjut aja. Aku ingin tahu apa saja yang akan dia katakan.
The food, like you pick
The
up
menus.
food, the menus, like everything is in Turkish, and there's no like translation to English.
Wait, is
It's
it
very
still called Turkish or is it like Turkish?
Turkish? I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyways, that's
Let us
that's
know down
number two.
below.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then the third one would be the cost of living.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But anyways, that's
Let us
that's
know
number
down
two.
below.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then the third one would be the cost of living.
Yeah.
It's,
for sure.
It's like astronomically lower than Canada.
It's like in Canada, you're always very conscious about what you spend, where you spend, how much you spend.
Yeah.
Here, obviously, for budgeting purposes, you should still be conscious of where your money is going.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's not as much stress on it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like you know that
Yeah.
it's okay to eat out more than it is back at home because you have the flexibility. You know it's relatively inexpensive.
Yeah.
Depending where you go, you can eat super cheap.
Yeah, you can eat cheap. So, for instance, to give you an example, a family meal for all of us is generally over $100 back in Canada, and that's like not exaggerating. That's like how much it costs. And here, you can get by on like $20, $30 and like get a lot of food for the whole family to eat.
And while we're talking about food, I will say that I am a Tim Hortons addict. So all you Canadians out there, you know what I'm talking about. I don't care about Starbucks. It's boycott. But boycott here for sure.
Yeah.
Stock prices have plummeted here. Anyway, so I was like, for
You
me,
need a substitute.
I need a substitute,
In
right?
Malaysia.
If you're an addict, you can't just jump from something to nothing. You got to have that segue.
Yeah.
And for me, I found Tea Alive,
Tea Alive.
which has
It's like the Malaysian Tim Hortons.
but it's way better. It's less like Tim Hortons and more
unique.
like Starbucks.
Yeah, it's unique.
because its focus is on drinks and not
And
so
like
much like
fancy,
sandwiches and
fancy drinks.
Yeah, like
not like just like
she has
bare
the
bones.
the Biscoff smoothie thing.
So
it's
good.
unreal. And
It's
for me,
so good.
just the traditional traditional
tea.
milk tea. It's so good.
Chef's
you guys.
kiss.
So
It's
good. So
amazing.
shout out to Tea Alive. I love it. I'm addicted. It didn't
Yeah.
take very long, but I have a new substitute addiction.
Yeah, so now he has a replacement for that. So that's good.
Here
Anyways,
we
so
are.
the second thing is
Second, we're on like fourth.
no.
now.
The
Third,
second
fourth?
thing about cost of living
Oh, okay,
is
okay.
cell phones,
We got a bill. It was like $600 Canadian.
and that was like for like 2 months. But
You-
then again, we had some roaming charges and stuff in
No,
there too.
there's no excuse. There's no excuse when you find out
insane.
what it costs for a cell phone here. It
Oh, yeah.
costs us, and we're still using this.
We're still using
We
the
haven't
data.
repaid it.
The data is 10 times the amount of data we get in Canada, by the way.
So
it feels like that.
It's
at
it's
least.
like 80, I think 80 gigs per phone, and then you get your minutes and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff for like $12 each Canadian.
Like, let that sink in.
$12.
Our
Your
cell
full phone
bill,
plan for $12.
our actual cell phone bill in Canada for 2 phones is $200.
Yeah, it's about
It,
$100.
it hurts. It actually hurts knowing we're still paying our cell phone bill back in Canada and then the one that we're paying here, and it's just
Yeah.
you get way more here. Anyways, it hurts.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is housing. Housing is very affordable, substantially.
And being a Muslim living in Malaysia versus in Canada is you have a plethora of options in terms of buying your own home here that you wouldn't have back there.
Yeah, so many options. So basically, like when we started off talking about this specific category, cost of living, the money that you would save, you can then use for other things like traveling. Like we're going to Indonesia this weekend. Plan to go to Thailand, hopefully before we head back to Canada as
Purchasing
well.
extra cups of tea along the way.
Oh, you know what I mean? Like you just have the extra money from saving, so that you can
blow it
live
all.
in a different way. Like
It's
your
almost like-
quality of life is like way better because you're saving
it's
money.
like just from moving from there to here, your tax bracket just increases.
Yeah.
Right? Is you have so much more money.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
And it's crazy, especially if
Yeah.
you're parents and you've got a family. Like we've
Oh,
got
it's
3
incredible.
kids, and back home everything is so expensive. Whether it's we don't do
Groceries.
childcare, but childcare for a lot of people is a very big issue.
Yeah.
Groceries is huge. With the
groceries.
cost of and inflation and all that
Yeah.
sort of stuff.
Housing.
Extracurricular programs.
Housing. The rent
Bills, yeah.
has gone up so much that people can't afford to live in
Yeah.
Canada anymore. It's not cool.
So that's why we're saying, guys, you should come here.
So yeah, next
Should definitely check it
category is very specific to us, but this is what we found is there's a really awesome homeschool community here. A lot of them are expats, but the connections that people have with one another, it's so nice. Everyone's willing to help everyone. People are just really open and just like ready to, be friends and make connections and invite people over. And the community feel, I guess, is
Yeah.
more so like.
And I
what
think
we
maybe
really
that's
liked.
in part due to the fact that there are a lot of expats here.
Yeah.
So they do kind of stick together as like we're all not from here. We all
Yeah.
speak English, and we're homeschooling our kids, so
Yeah.
we should stick together.
Yeah,
So,
it's really cool.
it's-
I
it's
love
very
that.
cool.
I love that community aspect. Okay, and then the next thing is one thing that we just love is the support for Palestine.
Absolutely.
It's
Absolutely.
everywhere.
If you guys didn't check out the last or one of the last shorts that we did, I don't even think it's posted on YouTube at this moment.
It will be though.
It will be.
By that time.
We had to go from the boat to our hotel, and it was a 20-minute drive, and the kids counted and videoed a lot of them, 22 Palestinian flags.
Yeah.
In this short 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
And this is on an island, which is like the tourist island. So the support for
solidarity.
Palestine is
It's
immense
amazing.
here.
And not just that, but they've boycotted like huge brands.
They they boycott anybody. If you
Anybody,
have anything
if you have
to do
any
with Israel,
ties to Israel, you're
done.
done. Yeah, you're done. I
we
love it.
Even we showed up. We're like, oh, let's go here. They're like, oh, we're boycotting them.
Yeah,
Really?
I think it was like Subway or something. Like, no, we boycotted it. I was like, what?
Even my friend, it was Malay. He's like, okay. He's like, wait. He's like, he has to like check with his wife because she's got the
She
list
knows the
down.
list.
He's like, so are we boycotting them? Are we? what is
Yeah.
it? He's like, I used
I
to
think
go
it was
here
like
to get
ice
ice cream,
cream.
but
Yeah.
I can't now because they're on the list.
But it's
Yeah.
amazing, like the fact that they are so open about their support for Palestine and there's no discrimination against people that are openly supporting
Yeah.
Palestine. That's incredible. Like you can't walk in the street of Toronto with like a Palestine flag or a gefia without someone being like,
Yeah, you're Hamas supporter.
yeah, you're a Hamas supporter.
You support
Or the simple fact that the Premier of Ontario called it like a terrorist flag, the Palestine flag. He called it a terrorist flag. Like, and the fact that you are shamed for standing with the oppressed. You don't find that here.
Yeah, no,
It's amazing.
Malaysia does it right when it
Yeah.
comes down to human rights and what's going on in the world. They stand firmly on the side against genocide, and they make no bones about it.
Yeah.
They're proud of that.
Yeah,
and so
we
that's
love it.
definitely a huge
We love
reason
it.
why we love it.
So yeah, if you guys have any more questions, please leave them down below. We'll try to go through those and answer as many comments as we can. And if there's a specific video that you want us to do regarding moving here, whether it's from Canada or wherever, definitely let us know and we'll try to add it to our list of videos to film.
Yeah, and I will say these chairs are horribly uncomfortable.
My back hurts a
Yeah.
lot.
Well, I have to hunch over because if I sit up straight, and I'm almost out of the frame. That's like the only way you can sit on these things.
All right, guys, we'll see you in our next one.
Alright guys, Assalamualaikum.
Dan itu dia guys, video yang baru saja kita saksikan terkait bule asing ya, yang beragama Islam asal Kanada yang betul-betul sudah mantap untuk pindah ke negara Malaysia. Nah, ini adalah sesuatu hal apakah memang betul-betul masuk akal atau tidak guys? Bahwa di sini kesimpulan dari mereka ya tentang terkait negara Kanada ya yang mereka ingin tinggalkan demi untuk ke negara Malaysia. Itu artinya bahwa negara Malaysia itu memiliki hal yang mereka cari-cari selama ini. Dan dalam kesimpulan garis besarnya bahwa Kanada itu tidak memiliki hal yang begitu mereka cari selama ini. Ya, sesuatu hal yang besar yang ada di negara Malaysia dan itu tidak mereka jumpai di negara Kanada. Oleh karena itu, mereka mengambil satu keputusan besar untuk pergi dari negara Kanada, masuk negara Islam, yaitu adalah Malaysia. Awalnya mereka masuk ke Turki, namun karena kesulitan untuk berkomunikasi dengan orang-orang Turki, yang baru saja saya tahu bahwa mayoriti orang Turki itu ternyata banyak sekali yang tidak menguasai bahasa Inggris, guys ya. Makanya mereka mengambil kesimpulan untuk pergi dari negara itu dan masuk ke negara lain, yaitu adalah Malaysia. Dan tiba-tiba di Malaysia mereka sudah memantapkan diri untuk menjadi pelabuhan terakhir mereka di sana, guys ya. Nah, di sini mereka katakan di awal adalah cuaca yang begitu berganti-gantinya cuaca di Kanada ya, yang membuat satu hari itu menjadi panjang ya. Tentunya pada saat di bulan suci Ramadan, siang itu terasa lebih panjang, mungkin sepertinya di musim panas, guys ya. Nah, ini menjadi kendala mereka. Nah, waktu mereka masuk ke negara Malaysia, ternyata cuaca itu lebih stabil ya. Jadi bulan puasa selama sebulan penuh itu harinya itu tidak ada kelebihan atau juga kekurangan nih, guys ya, stabil dari hari ke hari ya. Nah, yang kedua itu adalah mereka sangat kaget dengan keberagaman atau multikultural yang ada di Malaysia. Ada banyak orang di sana ya, etnis Cina, mereka juga terkejut dengan etnis Melayu dan juga India, yang mereka di sana ada banyak sekali komunitas namun tetap merasa damai, termasuk juga ada etnis-etnis dari negara lain yang bergabung di sana namun tidak terjadi kendala apapun. Nah, ini membuat banyak turis ya, bukan hanya dia, mereka ini mewakili dari berbagai turis yang masuk ke negara Malaysia yang begitu heran. Kenapa kok ada banyak sekali etnis, budaya di sana namun tidak ada satupun yang konslet, yang tidak berdamai, semua itu berjalan satu arah ya, guys ya. Itu banyak membuat orang terkejut. Nah, di sini yang membuat mereka merasa nyaman lagi untuk di Malaysia itu adalah komunikasi, guys. Karena mereka ini menggunakan bahasa Inggris ya. Kemanapun mereka masuk itu bisa berkomunikasi dengan berbahasa Inggris sangat baik. Karena kita mengetahui bahwa Malaysia selain bahasa Melayu, bahasa Inggris saja adalah menjadi bahasa utama yang ada di sana. Jadi nggak heran bahwa turis itu jauh lebih memilih Malaysia karena dukungan bahasa ya, guys ya. Nah, berikutnya lagi dia katakan bahwa orang-orang Malaysia bukan hanya pintar berbahasa Inggris, namun mereka begitu ramah dan terbuka terhadap orang asing. Ya, tidak ada rasa takut-takut dan curiga ya, guys ya. Karena saya pikirkan bahwa banyak orang yang ketika ada orang lain bertanya kepada dia, guys ya, itu banyak dari mereka itu merasa takut ya, karena ada mungkin sedikit ancaman dan lain sebagainya. Namun tidak terjadi kepada orang Malaysia, karena orang Malaysia ini lebih berpikiran positif terhadap orang asing ya. Maka itu Malaysia itu diklaim ya menjadi penduduk yang paling ramah ya, guys ya, untuk turis asing. Itu salah satunya mendukung karena mereka itu sangat suka dengan negara Malaysia. Dan kemudian mereka ya, ini yang paling respect mereka terhadap negara Malaysia itu adalah keseriusan Malaysia ya, kerajaan dan juga masyarakat untuk mendukung kemerdekaan Palestina dan juga memboikot semua produk-produk yang mendukung Israel. Nah, ini guys ya, karena ada faktor ini juga mereka bisa atau juga merasa nyaman, karena mereka juga merasa terdukung juga ya, guys ya, tersupport dengan negara Malaysia, karena mereka ini kan tentu satu visi juga ya, tentu semua orang Islam ya, semua orang Islam itu satu visi dengan apa yang dilakukan oleh Malaysia, yaitu adalah komitmen untuk mendukung kemerdekaan Palestina dan juga mengutuk genosida yang ada di sana serta memboikot produk-produk Israel yang ada di negara itu. Nah, mereka ini satu visi, maka itu menjadi faktor pendorong ya bagi mereka untuk langsung memutuskan agar mereka mengambil satu keputusan penting untuk menetap di negara Malaysia. Seperti itu, guys ya. Itu adalah kesimpulan saya. Namun secara garis besar saya lihat video ini ya memang seperti itu. Baik, lagi semakin dari video aku. Semoga video ini bermanfaat bagi kita semua dan aku mohon undur diri. Mohon maaf jika ada kesalahan dan kekurangan, dan aku akhiri wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.